Good morning, everyone. Welcome to CW23 of the weekly intentions. Uh, we're going to be starting off from Tuesday, which is today. We've got bank holidays. My trading protocol wouldn't allow me execute. I don't execute during bank holidays and the day after. But given the fact that we have a red folder news by 9 a.m., I'll be looking at pounds during this hour. On Wednesday, we still got news around 7:15 a.m. New York session and 9 a.m. still around New York session timing. So the focus for Wednesday will be New York session. On Thursday, we still got news, red folder news on 10:40, closing the close of New York session. I will still be looking to execute, maybe position myself for long or shorts before the news comes in. Then on Friday, we've got this three paired. That's the non-farm employment change and the rest. So the focus is through Tuesday to Thursday. On Friday, day off. So let's just go right into the charts. From the weekly perspective, last week I wanted to see price expand from the weekly fair value gap. Let me take this off. From the weekly fair value gap on DXY, clearing out this previous weekly high, and we had just that. Although I could not capitalize on this move higher, seeing DXY move higher, I will be expecting EU and GU to drop. I was not able to take any trade from there. But for the new week, we can see things are coming out nicely. We've got an SMT already at previous weekly low, and I'm still expecting price to expand higher from here to probably take out the 99.544 level, and then this higher final target. If I should drop down to the daily time frame, there's not much to work with here. We could see the previous day candle just simply expanded and rejected close, had this wicked closure here below the candle. So for target, I will want to mark out the highs and the lows of the daily range we're trading inside. So this is the lows and these are the highs. If I should drop down to somewhat my 6 hours, I got a clean, and put that out there, have a clean imbalance where I want to see price react from and move towards this high. First target will be the previous daily high, which is Monday's high, and final target will be at the 99.544 level. From the 6 hours imbalance here, I want to see prices simply expand higher. As we already have this paired with another block here. There's a high probability on the block as well. So okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've already had a closure with investors 6 hours bearish candlestick, bearish imbalance here, and there's no structure that's going to, I think, will be holding price lower. I just want to see straight up expansion from here. If I should drop down to the 4 hours, the idea still remains the same. Clean imbalance that hasn't been mitigated. You can see some, I want to see the drop inside it from here, taking out this low, then expand higher, having some sort of SMT inside of it, then for the expansion to go higher. If I should drop down to the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour isn't really giving much. This is the low I want to see get swept. So this is the not the low of yesterday, the low of London close. I want to see that low going taken out on DXY rather. So I'm clearly bullish on DXY, meaning I'll be bearish on GU and EU. So let me just go right there. From the weekly perspective, I'll start from the weekly perspective. On the weekly, we still have the external range liquidity of the whole entire range still intact. I want to see price still trade away from the weekly bearish imbalance towards the 1.15764 level and the 1.33024 level on both EU and GU. We had a sweet SMT here where GU seems to be weaker than EU, but So I'm gonna drop down to the lower time frame, to daily, see if we can get a clean look at the structures. Closure above the closure below this will automatically confirm my bearish sentiment for the week. So those are my potential order block. I want to see daily closure below, then from there I'll just start framing shots till this low. So for this, a closure below this as well will confirm a closure below this, and having this SMT stay in place will confirm lower prices from here. I want to use this area as an area of resistance for lower prices, so I want to see price simply just drop from here, then spike up a bit before we have this move down. So let's take that out. From the daily time frame, still have the previous daily high. I think we want to take out the previous daily high first before we have the move lower. While we're having the previous daily high being swept on GU, I want to see use the previous daily high intact for lower prices. The target will be, of course, at the previous daily low for EU. And the previous daily low for GU. I'll take off the OB, and I'll drop down to the 6 hours. Dropping down to the 6 hours right now. Clearly, you can see on the lower time frame, still have the same framework to work with. But on EU, we traded into the 6 hours imbalance and having the slightest empty inside the imbalance itself. I want to see price just simply drop from there, taking out this previous daily low, then extending it all the way to our target here. You already have the closure below the order block here for confirmation for price to go lower, and we invest the 6 hours. We did invest the 6 hours imbalance here, so slight closure below it, as you can see. So I have no reason to believe price wants to still invest the 6 hours imbalance and still trade back into the weekly imbalance up there. So I want to see some sort of SMT when we are clearing the previous daily high on GU, then have the SMT here, then price simply just expand. So the focus for the week till we take out this 1.15764 low, or we got better structure, is EU. So this is simply my the blueprint I'll be working with for the rest of the week to see price go lower. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. I want to be looking into Bitcoin or metals as well, Bitcoin, crypto, whatever. I will be looking into those this week. We'll have a nice day week yourself. Thank you.